objectives. But the very first thing we're going to do is give you a piece of paper. You're going to do a journal entry. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes. Write everything you can think of to write about this picture. Be as descriptive as you can.
Do you want to pass
If you
out
need
markers?
anything to
Do you guys need markers?
Sure.
Markers.
I'll pick green if they were coming. Thank you.
So not only are you looking at
My favorite.
the picture, trying to decide what she looks like, how are you going to describe her appearance, but what kind of person do you think she is? I'm going to share answers.
Yeah, we're gonna share answers and write them on the board, guys. I will write them on the board. Please stay seated.
Just put your pencils down when you're done. Very prolific writers today.
All right, you guys have about 30 more seconds.
Who wants to start volunteering what they wrote down? Tommy, what do you think?
I wrote a young woman, appears to be happy, has a bright smile, and brown eyes, looks confident.
Oh, very good. Yeah, what do you have?
I said she seems sporty because I don't, you can just see a little bit of her shirt, but it looks kind of like that property of whatever.
Oh, yeah. Good observation.
I got a bit more intense. I said, I said in my heart, I know she's just a girl, but I know the world will ask her things like if she's mixed, they'll want to touch her hair, and how does she get her hair straightened or things like that. I don't know.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to show you the next picture, and let's see if you have any other additions to your description.
I knew that's who it was.
So that was Beyonce when she was a young girl.
No way.
And so are there any descriptors you would add now?
Or change to this
Is
list.
there anything that you would change?
Hair is different.
Hair is different.
She has a microphone now.
There's a microphone now.
How would you describe her hair now?
It's like long and flowing,
What kind of person do you think she is?
strong.
Strong. What else?
Can I say overrated?
Overrated.
Ooh.
That's a little
Mine.
background knowledge going on in there. Very good.
Oh.
Did you have something else, Tommy?
Well,
I
it's
agree with
silly,
that
but
statement.
my father-in-law thinks her name is Bounce. He's like, who's that singer? Bounce? She's really good. He has no clue.
Singer. That's
There you go,
nice.
singer.
Yeah. There you go.
A performer. Clearly looks like there's a lot of movement in that.
Right. So
That
she's
image.
multifaceted, maybe.
But I would also say she's a businesswoman, and that drives
Businesswoman.
a lot.
In that last picture, I was gonna say of her as a young child. I was gonna say it looks like a headshot. So I wrote down that she looks like I thought she was an actor or actress because
Oh, very
of just the
observant.
professional of the
Very
photo.
observant.
Good observation. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm not gonna
what
go
we're
into
talking
it.
about today is personality traits and character traits. Now there's a difference. So a personality trait is something, or not person, a physical trait. Physical trait is something you see on the outside. A character trait or personality trait is something that's on the inside. So we're going to go through that list really quick and figure out what is a physical trait and what is a character trait.
All right. I'm just gonna put E next to physical, C next to character. So what would you guys say performer is? A physical trait or a character trait?
Character.
It doesn't have anything to do with her character, it's just her job.
I mean, but it's wanting to be a performer is in somebody's character. I would
Right.
say.
I
would say
think
it takes a
the
certain
kind
type
of
of-
Yeah.
performer and the kind of performance that she would give on says something about her character.
Right.
Like if we change performer to diva, that would be a character trait. I would say.
So would we also
There you
group
go.
singer maybe into character trait? Okay, what about that she's mixed?
Physical?
Physical? Girl?
I don't know though, because
Girls physical.
it can become part of your identity and how you look at yourself, and
That's a very good point.
but I guess you could say that for any physical attribute.
Right, yeah, very true, like girl. Okay, young,
Physical.
happy,
Character.
Character.
confident,
Character.
bright smile,
Physical.
sporty. Okay, brown hair,
Physical.
long flowy hair,
Physical.
strong,
Oh, that could be both depending on where we were going with that. Physically
I think
strong or
generally people prescribe it to Beyonce as a character.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would
that's
agree.
how I meant it, like driven. kind
Yeah.
of like
right,
Yeah.
Knows what she wants.
overrated.
Ooh.
Well,
P for
that's an
professional.
opinion.
Yeah,
So that would be an opinion.
yeah,
But, businesswoman,
Character.
Character. then.
character.
and actress.
I think character.
Right,
Okay.
good job.
So,
Now we're gonna talk about two different types of character traits.
right, so there are,
Implicit and explicit.
implicit and explicit. Explicit is something that an author is going to tell you. So he's going to say, just drew a blank.
We did have a sheet with it
Yeah, we
written
do
down.
have a sheet. Okay.
Okay, well, I guess we'll do it from memory.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it would be Becky is short and mature. She has blondish hair, and she likes to be around children. So the author's telling you, I'm short, of a mature nature, and like to be around children. However, an implicit is when an author may say something such as,
Describing a character through an action.
right,
So we'll say Becky pouted and stomped up the stairs.
as usual.
Yes.
And so that would tell you what about my character.
That she probably has an attitude.
Probably has an attitude problem, probably a little bratty.
A little
Right.
moody.
Yeah. So, here's a little exercise we're gonna have you do. I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. We're gonna read a passage to you. He was mostly 50 and he looked it. His hair was long and tangled and greasy and hung down, and you could see his eyes shining through like he was behind vines. It was all black, no gray. So was his long, mixed up whiskers. There weren't no color in his face where his face showed it. It was white. Not like another man's white, but a white to make a body sick, a white to make a body's flesh crawl, a tree-toed white, a fish belly white. As for his clothes, just rags, but that was all. He had one ankle resting on t'other knee. The boot on that foot was busted and two of his toes stuck through, and he worked them now and then. His hat was laying on the floor, an old black slouch with the top caved in like a lid. Okay, open your eyes, now draw what you think you visualized. What kind of person would that be?
And any ideas that you might have that would be characteristics that aren't physical, you can write them on the outside of your drawing.
It can be a stick person. Nobody is going to judge your drawing skills, because I have none. Oh, look at you. Stick figures are A-okay. Okay, don't forget, if there are some character descriptions that you can put in there, that would be great. Just write them on the outside. I like the way you put, look at there. Okay, was that easy or hard to do? Was it hard to visualize?
It was easy to visualize.
Easy to visualize.
Hard
so
to draw.
Hard to
Yes.
draw, and that's okay. Like I said, I don't judge artistic ability because I have none at all. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is you've been given a passage, and you've been given a head. So it looks like this. And you can use either side as up. I want you to work with a friend, read through the passage, and I want you to inside put character traits. You can write them out so you aren't drawing, thank goodness. On the outside, list the physical traits that you find in the text.
So outside physical, inside.
Yep, so I put an example up here. So this is about the Green Knight. So on the outside, I put green because he's described as appearing all in green. And inside,
You might put something like royal.
yeah, or important. What you think his
Can you
character
do
is.
this next, or you agree?
Yes.
Mhm. Does anybody need anything to write?
Do you guys want some more markers?
Color markers?
How about
Colors, take a look. Different colors. My favorite. What color?
So like,
What color would you like?
yeah, okay. So like whatever restricted stuff about.
Elise, would you like a marker?
Sure, thank you.
There you go.
Yes.
And outside of thinking, we said that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So just think about it like anything that's like outside of him.
Gotcha.
Like what he would look like
What
on
you
the outside.
see on the outside.
Right.
What you don't see, but the author's still trying to tell you about the person, is on the inside.
Ooh, okay.
And it's okay if they get mixed up. Just
Like
draw an arrow or you can-
Rich I think would go on the inside.
Yeah, see, I put it on the inside originally because, like,
Character.
being
As-
rich,
as
having
a
that much
trait.
money, yeah.
Right? It's not something that you can physically, well, I guess you can physically see, but it would be something you would be
Yeah, I guess.
inferring about them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can draw arrows. You can underline in the text. You can highlight or underline words in the text that can help you. That way you can show your proof.
What's a word for like caring about your appearance?
I said fashionable is what I wrote
Or
down.
maybe
Yeah, that's a good one.
vain.
Yeah,
If you
vain's
care
good.
too
That's
much
the word I was
about
thinking
it.
of.
Yeah.
Is that V-A-I-N?
VAIN, yes.
Versus the anatomical.
VEIN.
How
I
far?
just want to see how long.
15, or just about 15.
Okay, so about 1 minute more, maybe 2
Yeah.
at the most. We're gonna ask you to share. Oh. And sometimes it takes more than one read to kind of get the character traits, because you have to go back and read through all of the physical traits. Possibly fake. Yes. Cynical.
Cynical is a good one. Do you guys want to give some examples? We will write on the board of what you've come up with. How about let's start with some easy ones, like physical traits.
Handsome.
Handsome.
Right.
Massive.
Uh,
Yes.
massive.
I said he's burly.
Ooh, good
Ooh,
word.
that's a good one.
Oh, you wanted to use that one.
What else?
There's no Pretty sure, actually, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
incorporated it.
There's no
You're thinking of
That means
barley.
nothing.
Okay.
All right, how about some characterization?
Vain.
How about confident?
Confident.
I said he was hardcore because he's not even wearing shoes.
Yeah, there you go. Shoeless.
I said he's
Yeah.
proud.
And I said he was
Yes.
mighty.
Mighty, I
Wow.
found that one.
Fancy.
He seems
He
magical.
definitely seems wealthy. Yes,
I said noble
that's good too.
in the sense of
Yeah,
like
they
that.
think
I'm
a
gonna use
good family.
the rich sense, yeah.
Noble. That's a really good one.
So I wrote
It's
one
also
that's kind of
really
splitting both. I said he was a jock, which is kind of both a mindset and a physical.
It is.
Yeah, that's a
It
good
is.
point. All right, well now that you guys have come up with some awesome traits about this person, we want you to come up with 3 about yourself and write them on the
This is your
sticky note.
exit ticket.
Yes, on your way out, you must do this.
Character or
3 character traits about you that you're willing to share.
not physical?
Character traits.
Character. Who
Yes.
you are as a person.
Amazing.
Well, okay. We can agree.
Amazing, humble.
Proud of being humble.
Obviously very humble. We'll take that.
How many do we need?
3.
3.
Can you think of 3? I would say silly, sometimes lazy, loyal.
Gosh, I can't think of any.
Come
I might be a
on.
little embarrassed to think of character traits about myself.
Motherly.
Motherly, there we go.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I think I'm kind, so I'll do that.
I
I'm
agree.
knowing. Amazing humble.
And honest.
Okay, so why do you think that an author would use character traits in a story? Why would an author build in language that would help you to learn what a character is like on the inside? What's the purpose?
Well, I think we as people, like, the character is not really like a person in the reader's mind until you know what they're like on the inside. Otherwise, it's just a description of a person.
So you can get a feeling about
Yeah,
the attachment.
having the
emotion.
attachment, yeah.
Right.
Do you think it gives a story more meaning if you know maybe how the psyche is of a
Yeah,
certain
it takes you
character?
into the world of the novel or whatever you're reading.
Anybody else?
I think you covered it.
Well, thank you
All
very
right,
much for your
guys.
participation.
I will
You're
take your
done.
exit slips.
Great.
We are.
Thank you, sweetie.
Let me
stop it. Yeah.